What's up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and today I have a haul for you. I believe this is my Mother's Day haul plus some other items. I'm not sure. And I apologize about my appearance. This is what I look like after a long, tedious day at work. And no makeup, tired eyes, etc. But we love hauls, so we must plow through. I have my case cutter. Now, Scentsy is still getting out orders, not as quickly as normal, but we just kind of have to go with the flow. Things are getting better, but this order was actually supposed to come, I think, Monday, and it came a day early, so I am not complaining. So I have my, whatever this thing's called, little sheet. Everything's here, so that's nice. We've got some packing. All right, so I think this was a party closeout. Now, every time I close out a party, I try to pick up some felt samples. So these, if you're a consultant, you can make wax samples and send them through the mail safely this way, especially in warm climates. These, if the wax melts, the felt just reabsorbs them. So we have the traditional Scentsy shape, and then we have some summer ones that are shaped with a nice, fun pattern. All right, so I have a bulb. The reason I purchase bulbs is sometimes it reminds me of, do you remember back in the day, Wheel of Fortune? They would win a certain amount of money, and it would say, maybe they won $1,500 worth of items, and they'd be like, okay, they'd show them a showroom, and they'd say, okay, for $900, the sofa. And they're like, for $300, the TV. And then they're like, for $200, the microwave. And then after a while, they're like, for $10, the picture frame. Well, whatever's left over, this is like, what you get is you pick up bulbs. If there's just a little bit to use up, you're like, well, might as well pick up a bulb. So that was a really long story, but I think if you're old like me, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm just gonna put the Mother's Day items aside. We'll do those at the end. I don't have a lot. We just get rid of some more packing. Okay, so I picked up two Scentsy Fresh. And Scentsy Fresh is kind of like Febreze. It's a nice, beautiful fabric refresher on things that you can't launder very often or easily. So it's really nice. I actually used some on my bed this morning and odor out. So you just spray it on, you let it dry, and it just emits a gentle fragrance. And it's nice. So I picked up one of my favorite scents for summer, Watermelon Tangerine. And another one of my scents that I really like for summer, Hibiscus Pineapple. So I thought I'd pick up a couple of those. Now, I've been trying to do really well getting my wax down and my pods down. So I've been dating my wax and my pods. But I thought to myself, I'm going to get some pods for this year and some new fragrances. And I don't know if I got all the new fragrances, but I did get some. So the pods are used in our wall fan diffusers, the mini fan diffusers, the Scentsy Go, or the air purifier. So a nice clean method of fragrance without waxidants. It's Make a Splash. This one I think has green apple, melon, and turquoise water. Yes, it's very sweet and a strong performer in wax. So I assume that it will be like that for pods. Another one, this one my daughter really likes. I'm okay with it too. Lilacs, is it lilacs? Or I always say lilacs, but it's really probably supposed to be lilacs. And violets. Yeah, I mean, this one's, it's a little bit more, I think, violet in here compared to the wax, but we'll see. Pink Sugarberry Mint. I forget the notes. I think there's raspberry, like sugary stuff and a touch of mint. This smells nice. I'm okay with this. I don't gravitate towards it, but this smells nice in pods. Oops, I'm knocking stuff over. Oh, I got another Make a Splash. So I got two Make a Splash. And let's see what else I've got here. I've got Magnolia Linen. I haven't got to revisit a lot of my favorites from last year. This one really won me over. It was a beautiful scent. On warm, I just couldn't believe how nice it was. On cold, I was just kind of like, oh. But anyway, yeah, it's very strong laundry-based scent. If you like the scent Clothesline and you like a little bit of florals added to the Clothesline, and that's Magnolia Linen, that's very strong in the pods. This one is quite popular. It's Coastal Sunset. This one I describe as a romantic coconut scent. Yeah, it's got a little bit of, what does it have? Does it have amethyst amber? And it has sandalwood and coconut, something like that. It smells like a fancy coconut. like a romantic, fancy, soothing coconut. All right, and because I wanted to try this in pods, I picked up a pod set in Lemon Drizzle Cake. I smell more cake than I do in the wax. It almost smells like fizzy lemon pop with cake. Oh, this is not closing very well. There we go. So that'll be interesting to give those a try. All right, so I do have some wax bars. I'll go over those at the end. I'll show you these wax bars first. I picked up for a customer 3 Clementine Cupcake. This has, it has like cake, clementine, and lemon. So I'll just smell it here. It's very similar to Cutie Pie Cupcake, but to me a little bit more deeper bakery. Like a little bit more, like this would be something I'd warm on a cool day in the spring and summer. And I always say the other ones, Cutie Pie Cupcake is so like pick me up fun. You feel like you got a little skip in your step when you work Cutie Pie Cupcake because it's very uplifting. This one is a good bathroom scent for me, by the sea, but Ryan really, really likes this one. So this is an aquatic scent. It's basically driftwood and dewy seaside grass and ocean influences. All right, so for the Mother's Day items, oh, I got another bar here, another Clementine Cupcake, 4 of them. So just make sure there's nothing at the bottom. No, that's it. All right. So I picked up, I think this is called the Pamper Bundle. So of course, you know, my husband loves the Scentsy soaks. So, and I wanted the hand cream. So the hand cream and the whipped vanilla lavender. And the notes on this says English lavender, coconut milk, and whipped vanilla. And I do have the wax so I can smell that. I'm a little bit nervous about the English lavender. Lavender for me, if you've watched my channel, you know it can usually lean towards a no for me. But there's certain times it's a yes. And I should have grabbed it, but there is a little mini tester I have of, I think it was called, I'll put it down below, Lavender Vanilla or Vanilla Lavender from Scentsy. I really like that one just in the little mini tester. So it might be a nice one to vote back and bring back my bar. And yeah. All right, but let's go over the scents that we have. Most people have received their Mother's Day items, but not everybody. So I'm just getting mine now. So we have 2 different fragrances. We have whipped vanilla lavender and we have, what's this one called? Sparkling Magnolia. So I think I'm going to smell the whipped vanilla lavender first because that's the one I'm thinking I might like the least, but you never know. And I must say, you don't want to judge something on cold. On cold means what it smells like, just like this. I open it, I smell it, it's not melted. So that's on cold. When you warm something, things can change, and you're gonna tune in the next few days and I will have a perfect example, 2 perfect examples of how things change from cold to warm. But let's bring up the scent notes and let's smell this scent. So if you're going to the website, you would go under menu, then collections, then Mother's Day, and so far everything is still available. So the scent description for whipped vanilla lavender, Scentsy says sweet coconut milk and whipped vanilla, soothed by English lavender. Coconut, whipped vanilla. For some reason, when I hear whipped, I always think marshmallow, but there's no marshmallow. According to the notes, it's coconut milk, whipped vanilla, and English lavender. So yeah, this is what I was kind of expecting. The English lavender to me is in the forefront, but it is not a very strong lavender scent overall. It's kind of a light to medium scent. And you definitely get the predominant scent note of English lavender, which is definitely a little bit reminiscent of the French lavender type scent. Maybe a tiniest bit more soapy, but hard to say. I'm not a lavender expert by any means. I don't really smell coconut milk and I don't really smell vanilla in the sense that I can say, oh yes, they're definitely there, but they're probably bringing that intense herbal pungent lavender down and softening the edges a little bit. So yeah, I think if you like lavender, you're definitely gonna like this. For me, I'm a little nervous, but not nervous enough that I won't warm it. I warm everything. All right, so let's move on to the next one. It is Sparkling Magnolia. And this one is the same color almost as It reminds me of, well, the front kind of reminded me of Blue Hyacinth, but it's more purpley wax when you actually look at it. It says a bouquet of violet and magnolia petals brightened by a spritz of sparkling citrus. So violet can sometimes read a little earthy to me, so we're gonna see. This is nice, and I've been watching people's videos, which I usually don't, I try not to do, but people are really liking this and I can see why. I like it. Yes. Yes, pretty. I think if you like, what is this like? I feel like this is its own scent. It's brightened by the citrus, but if you like scents like Luna and you could imagine a little bit of a citrusy version, and the florals are a little different, but along that intensity and general feel. But this is really nice. This could potentially be a club scent for me. If it performs well, and by performing well, it can be one of two things. Is the scent strong or is it long lasting? Because that would be criteria that I would use. Is there another scent that's like this? That kind of thing. So something that is strong, I can warm in my open layout. Something that's long lasting, I can warm in other areas of the house and get good value that way. So this is really nice. I would say this is between light and medium as well. But beautiful. They should have made all the body products in this. Like this would be really nice in the fragrance mist. So anyway, 2 thumbs up. Hopefully it warms well. It's really nice. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. If you received any Mother's Day items, let me know what you think of these 2 scents down below. If you have any other questions, put them down below. I'll head on down to the comments soon. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.